because why on earth does Adobe charge so much for its subscriptions? Just why? It really pains me. It really pains me how much I've just had to fork out for my Adobe subscription because I'm no longer a student. I no longer get it for dead cheap, and I feel a bit sick. So if you're not a millionaire, maybe this ain't the video for you. But lo and behold, this is what we're working with. So I need to make a couple of thumbnails today, and I thought I'd bring you along with me and see how we get on. I already have a Photoshop file laid out with a few faces, a background layer, text layers, you know, everything. Well, let's just start with a blank canvas. You know, I've got a few faces laid out here with what previous thumbnails I've made. But the videos that we actually need to make thumbnails for today, I've got listed up on the side. So first of all, I don't think this one is going to need too much tweaking, so we'll start easy. And this is my first ASMR video using a cinema camera. Now, I've just pulled a still from the video. I don't want to add any text to this at all. I want it to seem like a random still that YouTube has pulled to pretty much feed into the idea that actually, yeah, this is a video that I've not really thought through the thumbnail when actually I have. Titling it my first ASMR video, in brackets, using a cinema camera. You know, just the first ASMR video, niche, gets a lot of attention. So, what I'm going to do is convert this to a smart object. If I can do that. Convert to smart object. And then I need to add a camera raw filter to it, which I'm trying to remember. I think it's on layer. Is it on layer or is it on image? I only learned this the other day. I know it's here. I need to show you guys how to do it though, don't I? Is it filter? Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Camera raw filter. There we go. So to be able to use the camera raw filter, you need to convert it to a smart layer. And what this is going to do is allow you to adjust the exposure of the image and go in, maybe affect the temperature if you want to affect the temperature. I've already like adjusted the exposure here, as you can see. I just wanted to brighten it up mainly, maybe add like a touch of contrast. But the main thing I want to do is really put focus on my face, because you've got a lot going on in the foreground. So what I'm going to do is go and add a gradient here. And what this is going to do is make a mask over the top that will let you affect certain areas. So you can see the exposure is only affecting this part now. What I want to do is drag out this gradient here until it's sort of partially across my face, and turn down the highlights. That's a subtle. Turn down the highlights and turn down the shadows. Maybe even the exposure a touch as well. So I don't know if I can do it before and after here. Okay, that's what it looks like switched. I'm trying to think what I can do to show it before and after. Okay, there you go. That's it before. That's it now. It's quite a harsh gradient still, so I might just stretch that out like that. Drag it back a bit. So it just takes the attention off my hands. You can still see that they're there, but it just takes the attention off. And then I want to create a new mask. I'm going to do linear gradient again. I'm going to do it on this side now. I'm going to drag it all the way over like that. I'm going to turn the highlights down. I'm going to turn the shadows down. Mainly the exposure, but this one maybe not quite as much because you still honestly. It's already good colour to it. You can see it is a little bit on the contrasty side still, but I think that's not a bad thing for YouTube thumbnails. It doesn't have to be a work of art, it doesn't have to be perfectly balanced. Just anything to make it stand out. But yes, the next plan. Right, so we're going to do a Control J, and that duplicates the layer, and I'm going to turn off the base layer. I'm going to go in, I'm going to use the Object Selection tool, and hopefully it's going to detect me. We'll have to see. Okay, it has detected me. So what we're going to do is Shift, Control, and I to invert the selection. And we're going to right click on it. I'm going to rasterize the layer, which will allow me to delete the background like that. I'm going to do Control D to deselect it. And now what this does when I re-reveal the base layer, it's just back to normal, right? Yes. However, what this is now going to allow us to do is sandwich a nice, just get rid of that, layer of text. So I've got my preset text here. Let's just take this one for example. I'm going to duplicate that so we can take it out of the text folder. I want to put it in between. That is how you get text that appears behind somebody. So what we can do now is go in and make those changes. And honestly, I think I just don't want to overclutter it. I want to put one word. And I just want to use the word weird. Because this is definitely my weirdest video. Definitely my weirdest video today. So why not emphasize that? Although my head is a bit big here, so you can't really see. I'm not sure how much I like that. I feel like my head's still covering too much. I don't know if I put it back to normal, whether it would. So just off-centering myself. It's allowing a little bit more room for text. So now I can do this. You see? And even I can do this. You know what would be totally not cool, but kind of based would be if I generative film. Okay. Let's see what it does. And there you go. Seamless. Now, AI is oh, I don't want all this. Don't want all this stuff. Just because I've reinstated my Adobe subscription. But anyway, it's just giving us a bit more room to play now. Weird questions. I don't know if I should put the word ASMR in here as well. But what then is that overdoing it? this is just the oh, should we go back to plan A and just put weird? Full stop. Weird. Too much empty space. I don't know. Weird. Weird. ASMR. This could be the winner. Weird ASMR. Let me try and get those to line up. Kind of don't hate that, you know. I don't hate it. And then it's still like, still see it's behind, yeah. You know what, that could be the one. That could be the one. Actually, let me just do one more thing. I can open up the camera raw filter. This is a great technique for making text more visible. We're going to go back, create a new mask, and we're going to do that linear gradient technique. Just like I showed you earlier. We're going to do that. We're just going to dip down the exposure, touch, -1.4, and highlights, and remember that. Because it's not going to apply it to that. If I think if I just, can I copy? There are options to copy. Just Control C. I'm going to paste layer effects, no I can't. seeing a microphone in the thumbnail is pretty good. I think the red pops a little bit because my shirt blends in. So yeah. Can't wait for this to get like 12 views and I'm just chatting out my arse. What do I know? I'm not exactly speaking from the top, am I? But I do try my best. I'm just going to get rid of all that again. And let me have a look. I need to see what other videos I've got coming out now. Because I cannot remember. I think we have to recycle some thumbnail faces. Recycle some thumbnail faces. I was checking on my phone. Give me 2 seconds. View channel. Videos. Drafts. Okay, right. Okay, what we're gonna do here is this one that I am. Yeah, this one. Okay, it's really bad quality. I don't know if I just want to keep it as that because this ASMR video will not go viral. That's the point. You just want it to be crap, basically. But then at the same time, do we actually want it to be crap? It's so grainy, though, because I've shot in low light. I don't know what I want to do. Let's give it a go anyway. Let's have a crack. What did I just do that way? Okay, great. Nice one. Let's have a crack. Okay, now let's have a crack. That's... Didn't need that layer. What am I doing, man? Let's have a crack at doing what we were doing before. So, first things first, let's duplicate this. Let's not do that actually. Why should we do that? Let's do that. Let's not do that. Let's position it first. Let's lower the quality even more. Great idea, Rob. Now let's duplicate it. Now let's see if this will even detect what it's looking at. Because it's like, yeah, this is the issue. Okay, Alt. So you hold down Alt at this point, no Shift. Left click. And now it's picked up on my arm. Okay, sick. You're picking up on the rest of that headphone too. And we want to get rid of this little square here. This little square here. Okay, I'll do Shift, Control, I, delete. And now we're looking at just this. What's that about? I don't know, but it doesn't really matter. It's all black anyway. So we're going to go into this. Now we're going to... Where are we? Smart object, you know the drill by now. Put on a camera raw filter. We're going to absolutely demolish the exposure on the background here. Absolutely. Just demolish it. We want a nice dark background. For this one, we're going to do the same. This is looking a bit ropey though, I can't lie. Just with how bad the image quality is. This might be one we have to revisit at a later date, I don't know. No, we're not saying that yet, we're not saying that yet. Okay. Let's try this again. Let's just contrast. That's highlights. Contrast. Turn down those highlights a touch. Exposure up, maybe. Highlights down. Look like okay. And then I'm thinking of doing the same sort of strategy. Here. We just simply say not viral. Full stop. concept for this is good. It's just the image quality is really, really letting this thumbnail down right now. I feel like you see that. You just see. What if we just sat that for a hot second? And we drew in like this. We still had maybe this. That could kind of work, I guess. I actually don't know. I feel like I just kind of need to look sad, fed up, which I do in that one. Definitely not that one. I don't have many faces built up yet. Not viral. I don't know. What this kind of look like. Like crap, that's what it look like. Not viral. Yeah, sometimes it's good just to focus on one word separately. Let me go for like this. Not. Maybe I should be finding reference images too. I just don't want the text to be legible. Something like that. Okay. Now we've got a bit more playroom for the text here. Not copy. Not copy. Just attach like that, and then we can add it. Is a full stop necessary? I don't know. You can't really tell. I think I could be a bit bigger, to be fair, like this. Not viral. My headphones weren't there. It would be great. But my headphones are there. Not viral. What? Weird. I don't hate it. I think it could definitely be better. But I kind of want to lean into the fact that the quality is bad. I don't know. Maybe I might revisit this before it actually goes live. We'll see. You'll be the judge. But it's not going viral either way, so actually it doesn't really matter. Now, I've got another one here. Things I hate about ASMR. This was a bit of a rage baity title, so you want a rage baity thumbnail. Now what I'd love to do is try and create something where I look absolutely fuming. Like comedically fuming almost. Where's the video gone? Again, crap quality to pull a video still from, so why don't we try lazy struggle in the background. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Rasterize, rasterize. Why is it not there? Maybe we don't need to rasterize it then. Okay, I don't quite understand why we didn't have to rasterize the layer that time. But hey, oh. Let's go add small object. Let's add a camera roll filter. And let's not do that. Just dip the exposure down again. Turn the highlights down, turn the shadows down. Maybe not so much that we, yeah. Mainly just that. Let's reset if I just did exposure, yeah. That's probably the best option. Now we've got this one. Well, to be fair, I might be lazy. Just go into this and add a bunch of contrast. No, actually, no, we're not going to be lazy because I've got an idea. I want to make myself look red. Somehow make myself look red, so let's add some contrast back in. I don't know if I can. Okay, it's not that. I'm trying to think if there's like a colour picker here. Is it like an HSL tool? I can make my skin tones specifically red. Person 1. Facial skin, there it is. Okay, and now create a mask here. And not make it red. Oh goodness me. Oh goodness me. Facial skin. Lips, hair, clothes. Large facial skin. Then we want to pretty much this look. This just does not look right. This does not look right. Oh my goodness me. Okay. Let's just sack it off. Let's sack that off. That's gonna take more. We just want to make this image look presentable. Turn up the saturation a bit. Okay, anyway, stands out a bit more than before. I'm still not entirely happy with this. I think I might desaturate the background like that. I think that's better. Might even just still turn down the exposure though, to be honest. just yet. I think we could recycle it. Let's do some market research again, guys. Let's have a look. If there's any pre-existing. How I make my ASMR thumbnails. 5.3k views. Make a clean ASMR thumbnail. Make an ASMR thumbnail on Minecraft Pro. That's a mad thumbnail, to be fair. That looks great. Fair play. I want to learn how to do this at some point, but I don't know. I feel like not many of these are standing out apart from this. It's a great thumbnail. Whoa, who's this guy? That's a brilliant thumbnail. Actually, that's just not a great thumbnail at all. I'm predicting this video is just not going to do great. It's on 26 views in 2 hours. It's not great. But I kind of just lost the will with this video. Didn't know what just do